This is the Infinite Intelligence Report, episode number 8. Question. There are many people who are saying not to concern about these times ahead, as this is all part of a life movie. Yet I still feel fear and frustration regarding this situation, and can't let that guidance sink in. What can I do within myself to realize that everything currently happening is for the best in bringing humanity into a prosperous time? There is a fundamental difference between the ability to react and the ability to listen. Those who hold only the ability to react have already made up their mind about how they choose to see the world. There is no form of consoling that person because they have already decided on how they choose to see everything. In this context, everything is kept inside of a box. That box contains harshness, filled with betrayal, animosity, fear, anxiety, anger, and sadness. There is no reasoning, nor can there be an opportunity for expansion when it comes to such a person. They have already decided to live in peril, and their belief systems cemented within their mind will lead them into further despair, as they have decided only to react to words of knowledge with doom in mind. Then there are those who decide to listen. Their ability to hear what is being said opens up their mind to a greater state of awareness. Expansion is their greatest ally because they do not contain themselves with preconceived concepts and notions. They have chosen to be free and continue to evolve themselves as they see the horizon of knowledge shining upon them, and they continue to walk towards it with no barriers in mind. Therefore, the listeners who know what is transpiring realize that everything is impermanent. They realize that nothing is set in stone, and they do not make a ruckus over trivial ideas that stagnate their ability to live life in all its fullness. And so, out of these two abilities, which are you? Do you decide that you have already made up your mind regarding what the world is, and continue to live behind walls and remain in fear towards everything that touches your senses? Or do you decide to listen and evolve yourself? Remove the arrogance, ignorance, and incompetence that comes with reaction, and let the horizon of the infinite guide you with its light across a plane that grows more beautiful with every step that you take. If you understand that drama, called involvement of events, is prolific on the earth, and you choose to simply let it be, and move on to those greener pastures, you are not concerned about the state of the world. Such drama can only affect one who reacts to it. It does not affect the listener. The listener listens to the heart of the earth, and those who also hear her heartbeat. The reactor fears everything, shuns everything, complains about everything. They are the one laying on the grass arguing to clouds that pass by. They will always be within a cage for as long as they give value to their beliefs. Eliminate your beliefs. Listen to the heartbeat of the earth. Listen to your own inner wisdom with an open heart and an open mind, and you will be free from reacting. You will be free in feeling confined from an illusionary, dramatic life movie, and you will see life for what it truly is, beyond the dramatic flair. Question. When this agenda does fall apart and a new wave of living comes together, will it be a much more prosperous time prior to what we have gone through with these corrupt agendas that have happened in the past? What you consider prosperity never comes from the outside. The idea of prosperity lives inside one's heart. It is not given to you by outside-based events. That is an illusion. For you to understand what prosperity is, you must feel it within yourself, nurture it, expand with it, and make it life eternal. For one who lives upon a peaceful meadow, where the nature is beautifully abundant and birds sing throughout the day, one who is not in inner peace will find a way to sabotage the most delightful scenes that they live alongside. They will find chaos, even though their world is filled with peace. What you persist to find will come back to you. Therefore, they will find that chaos. You cannot expect to have prosperity by waiting for something outside of you to happen. That is ignorance speaking to you. One who has prosperity has conquered their demons from within, and they have learned to live highly above them all. A true master can live on their own within the wild, surrounded by both docile and predatory creatures. Yet the master radiates the pure light of his being, shining it upon everything that is outwards from him. Even though there are predators, they never attack him. Even though there are violent storms of thunder and lightning coming over his forest, it never strikes him down. One would think that this master should have been consumed by wild animals, or struck down by lightning with so many violent storms that approach the forest. But such a thing never happens. He has aligned to prosperity. He has brought inner peace sanctified within his heart. He does not care of the things of the world. He does not care about who is corrupt and who is compassionate through an outer appearance. He realizes everything as God. He realizes that consciousness is the world. He does no harm to anyone, and he welcomes in all who visit him within the forest. He wishes no ill will to anyone, and he listens to the wisdom shared by the earth, the forest, the animals, and man. This is one who lives prosperously. It is not about the storm that is here that brings ignorance, and the sky that clears that brings clarity. Outside events will never enlighten you. How you choose to view the world, based on the inner discipline you have cultivated to make your heart beat in peace and radiate that tranquility outwardly, that is a prosperous being. This is the only way you will ever be at peace. It is never about what happens outwards, but inwards. Question: how will this new earth look when it comes to a technological level? What type of technology will we be using in the new earth? You already have everything that you need. You will discard every form of technology that harms the earth. That is inevitable. The world is moving to a greater inner state of awareness collectively. The younger generations have it within themselves never to abide with what hurts the earth. They know also never to abide in what is corrupt that brings harm to all life upon the earth. You will mimic energy systems that work naturally with the earth. Your wind, solar, tidal, and geothermal energies are just some examples of this. There will also be electromagnetic energy working with the atmosphere, having it function as a conductor that will provide abundant energy for every human being upon the planet. Firstly, you must see what has been harming the earth for a great deal of time. Agree to reform such technology, and work together in building new technology that will not be contaminated with greed and corruption for humans to work with all together as a unified people. You will create new ideas together as a unified people, not through government or through secrecy. Those will be things of the past. The technology that you choose to create in the times to come will become far greater than what you have commonly used under the guise of a false corrupt system that is dependent on oil, coal, and nuclear power. Those will be the things of the past. You will soar above the air with new innovative technologies, where you travel great distances far quicker. You will construct cities alongside greater stretches of land, including the creation of cities upon the ocean. Though this will take time, the era of innovation led commonly by the younger generations will take humanity to new levels of living experiences never conceived of before. In a greater time to come, you will also learn to live above the earth with cities that orbit the sky. Your world will be clean in every way: clean water, air, land, food. Everything will be returned to the splendorous bounty of the earth. This is what you have to look forward to technologically in the short and long term of time ahead. But remember, true happiness is an inside job. This concludes the Infinite Intelligence Report. Another Infinite Intelligence Report will be happening in 2 weeks' time. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much for checking out the New Earth Teachings YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you can check out the websites, newearthteachings.com, where you can order a private session, 3 questions by email, EQ method, and a lot more. And you can also check out healingcodecards.com, where you can grab your mind deck, your body deck, and of course the brand new Body Deck Special Edition. All of these are available in digital editions as well. And you can also get a shirt just like this through healingcodeshop.com, where you can experience the healing codes in apparel form. So feel free to check out these websites. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you again in the next video. Be well.